I think a more fitting name for Barack Obama is Barack Insane Obama. Just gave the green light for the United States military to drop bombs on Tel Aviv. And he has warned Israel that if the deal doesn't go through with Iran, that bombs will fall on Tel Aviv. Well, he might as well be dropping the bombs himself to make a statement like that. There is no question, folks, that Barack Obama is aiding and abetting the enemy. He is aiding and abetting the enemy. He is giving support to our enemies. He is funding and helping ISIS. And it doesn't seem like anybody seems to care. And when I say nobody seems to care, I mean in the White House. I mean in his administration. I mean, as far as the Senate, as far as the, just nobody that is in any position to do something seems to even care. It's almost to the point where you just get to the point where you're speechless because it's insanity. It's totally insane. I mean, you can see, if you have eyes in your head, you can see that what is happening here is Barack Obama is a Muslim and he's helping the Brotherhood. He's helping his people. Right in his own book, Audacity of Hope, it says that if things go bad in the United States, he says his loyalties are with Islam. But nobody seems to care. And we're talking about a lunatic that is at the helm of the most powerful nation on the earth. And he wants to lift the sanctions on Iran and basically allow billions of dollars to flow into, or at least $1 billion to flow into Iran. Now, I know it's their money, but still, you allow them to have access to their own money. You allow them to have access to that money, and you know what they're going to do with it. And for them to say that Kerry went over there and got a peace deal or got a deal with them, no, he didn't, because after he left, they basically said nothing's changed. We still hate America. Still death to America. So for this shyster to go over to Iran and to come back with his tail between his legs acting like he got a deal when he really didn't get a deal. He didn't get a deal. There is no deal on the table. And so really, Obama's really trying to, his playing chip, so to speak, doesn't even exist. It's non-existent. He does not have a deal with Iran. And it's not a matter of getting a deal with Iran as far as where he said to Benjamin Netanyahu, he says, well, listen, he says if a deal doesn't get done with Iran, he says bombs are going to fall on Tel Aviv. Wait a minute. We already know there's no deal with Iran. And there's not going to be a deal with Iran. And listen, That sounds like to me that when we were at the place where the banks needed a bailout, and they said that if they didn't get a bailout, that there would be martial law. They threatened martial law. The sky would fall and there would be martial law if the banks did not get their bailout. And it sounds like that's exactly what Obama's doing right now. That if there's not a deal with Iran, if we don't lift the sanctions on Iran, you think about it, right? What was his whole purpose in the first place, other than destroying this country? Was to get the sanctions released on Iran. That's what he's doing in the White House. He's there for the purpose of building up Iran and helping, or like I titled this broadcast, aiding and abetting the enemy. Barack Insane Obama is you can't even really call him a traitor because he's not even a U.S. citizen. I remember when he became first year he became president, his wife made the statement, "For the first time, I'm proud to be an American." What she meant was, until her husband became president, she wasn't proud to be an American. And recently they had somebody that was able to read lips and heard her talking to her husband. They were doing something with the American, or no, I guess it was something to do with the American flag or so. I can't remember what it was now, but she said all this over a stupid flag or something to that effect. Now, I don't know if that has to do with the Confederate flag or what they were talking about, but maybe I shouldn't even have mentioned that. But the point is that we have people running this country right now that are not looking at the best interests of this country. And, we know there's a new world order. They're trying to destroy this country so they can bring about their new world order. But I'll tell you right now, there is no reason why Barack Insane Obama cannot be tried in this country right now. Listen, he can be indicted if somebody will do it. If somebody will take the steps, he can be arrested for what he's doing. He can be arrested. You know, it's just short of impeaching him or martial law, one or the other. But it's become a rogue government. You know, with a rogue president, with a, totally out of control. Just nobody seems to have any reins on him at all. Whatever he wants to do, he does it. The Constitution doesn't. There's no checks and balances with Obama. If you don't agree with him, he'll do it anyway. Now, as far as I understand, presidents that were before him, they all used their executive orders. But he goes beyond that. If it's not constitutional, if it's illegal, he'll still do it. And doesn't seem like anything's stopping him. Doesn't seem like nobody even cares to stop him. Now, people don't understand it, but silently Obama just declared war on Iran. Just declared, on Syria. Just declared war. And nobody even, you didn't even hardly even see it in the mainstream media. And it's like nobody seems to care. And then he's forcing Israel to comply with the deal, with the trade, with the deal, and nope, just why would he want to do that? Why would Benjamin Netanyahu want to agree? That's like saying, drop the bombs on your own country, push the button and blow up your own country. It's suicide. That's what Obama is. He's asking Israel to commit suicide. That's what he's doing. And I'm actually surprised that Benjamin Netanyahu hasn't come out and said that. It's just short of suicide. It's just insane. It's totally insane. And the only country on the face of this earth right now that should not be without sanctions, other than Russia, of course, is Iran. Because once the money starts flowing into that country, they're already working with Russia. They're already getting their supplies from Russia. They're already getting everything they need to build their nuclear arsenal. And now you just add some money to the pot, and what do you get? You get a nuclear Iran is what you get, which is exactly what Obama's after. He wants a nuclear Iran because he's with them. He's with Iran. He's a Muslim. He's an enemy of the United States of America, and somehow he became president. Should have already been impeached by now. Never mind impeached, he should have been arrested by the military. Should have already gone in there and arrested him. But it's like the frog in the pot. It's being heated up. And then by the time it's boiling, it's too late. Well, I'll just stick my head in the sand. It doesn't matter. I just have my own life, and I'll just go about my own business, and I'll just, as long as I'm happy, as long as... Yeah, you won't be happy when the bombs start falling on America. When the nuclear weapons start going off in the United States, I've seen them. I saw it. God showed me. I saw a nuclear weapon detonated in the United States of America. I saw a white blinding light, and I saw a bridge the size of George Washington Bridge vaporize. And the Lord gave me a scripture from Psalms, only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked, but it shall not come nigh thee. It's coming, people. We are arming Iran. We are aiding them as a country right now. Because nobody has the guts, nobody has they're just a bunch of cowards. And not only that, but Obama has done everything he can to replace anybody in the military that doesn't want to go along with his plan. He's replacing them. He's replacing the generals. He's replacing the nuclear generals. Anybody that's in charge of nuclear, he's getting rid of them. Anybody that won't go along with his plan. And Americans, it's amazing to me. Dice, he goes out to the beach and does surveys, and people are so stupid. I've never seen anything like it. It's just they're dumb. They're so stupid. They don't care. Well, as long as they're got their beach shorts on and they're at the beach and laying in the sun, they don't care about it's insane. Just recently, he went out there and he said, Hillary Clinton, if she becomes president, she wants to get rid of the Bill of Rights. What do you think about that? Yeah, I think it's a pretty good idea. I think we need to get rid of the Bill of Rights, and we need to try something new. That's what they're saying. Get rid of the Bill of Rights. Get rid of the Constitution. He went out there and he asked him on the beach, he said, we're getting rid of the Confederate flag, he said, and Obama thinks we should get rid of the American flag, too, because it's racist, and don't you think we ought to get rid of... And, yeah, they're agreeing on the beach. All these people are agreeing, yeah, let's get rid of the American flag. Let's try something different. It's not